There's only two things I and anybody should look for in an artist. I've said this from the beginning. I will say it till it's all said and done. People have to either want to be you or believe you. If you don't have those qualities, I don't care who you are, male, female, pop, hip hop, country. If people don't believe, they don't believe your story and believe you and believe into you, because therefore when they believe you, they're buying into you. People are not just buying into your music. If they are, then that means you're just a one-hit wonder or you're just a record guy. They're not believing, they're not gonna buy into you or your lifestyle or your brand if they do not believe you. So if you pick any artist, pick one. I don't care. You can pick one right now. I'll tell you. Jay, the reason, look at this. The reason why I saw this book at the airport, at several book stands, at Barnes & Noble, everywhere. Because people believe, and this is just one example. I'll even say like, all right, me coming up, really quick, Jay and DMX, right? Let's say it. End of the 90s into the 2000s. Totally different guys. One guy talked about money and women and cars and clothes and a lot of things that people might think are superficial or whatever. Doesn't matter. He was talking about it, he lived it, people believed it, they bought into it. Guy at this very same record label, this very same ally and, competition was DMX. Talked about the total opposite. Talked about grinding, not having no money at all, not having nothing and no body, just a dog and maybe his grandmother, and tattooed his dog on his back, and it was all on passion and aggression, and people bought into him just as much. And they both sold millions of records because people believed their story and who they were, what they were, and who they represent. And to me, that's all you need. And outside of that, like I said, is either believe you or be you. If people don't want to be you, you're not gonna. People don't. I remember when Dipset came and Jewels wore his bandana a certain way, and every little kid tied their bandana like that. Or I don't care who it is. If people want to be you, they follow you. They want to dress like you. They want to talk like you, walk like you. They want to emulate you. You know what I mean? That's what causes fans and followers on Twitter and all of the above. So those two things, two qualities. Artists need to break themselves, and that comes with a, huh?
They're coming to you.
Yeah, they need to break themselves. I need to hear about them in different forms, different capacity, outside of them or their manager or their homeboy. And that's all with breaking yourself, meaning online, have your own blog, obviously your own Facebook, your own Twitter, your own promoting yourself and marketing yourself in every way possible so that people in your city, in your neighborhood, and that know about you and hear about you and talk about you, as that it spreads. Putting records out, putting music out, doing themed things. Like, I even know artists that are like established artists. Let's even say in Philly, like how Freeway and them at one time, and Young Chris and all them, they were doing like a freestyle a day for 30 days or something like that. Like just like different things that are innovative that grab people's attention, like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Kanye later on came and did Good Fridays and was putting out music every Friday that people wait. Now, two different artists, two different levels. Some may think that big artists don't have to do it, but we're in a digital age. Everybody wants content, as much content as they can get, as fast as they can get it. So that's very important. So artists just have to break themselves. And then that's any way, you know what I'm saying? Some people could do it. Obviously the way Jeezy breaks himself and the way Kid Cudi breaks himself are two different, avenues, or two different artists, but you need to somehow kind of catch that medium where you can do both. You can, break yourself on the street and online, or like I said, find the medium that you can do, but you have to break yourself. Basically, a 360 deal is just the record company owning or getting a piece of every aspect of your income. So it was where prior to 360 deals, the record company just put out your albums, they distributed your albums, and they get a piece of that, obviously, and that's pretty much it. I mean, like touring, merchandising, branding deals, that was all on your own. Whatever of those things that you acquired on your own, you would get paid solely, by you, whatever, for you and your management. Now, I think record companies realize how big branding is and how big touring is and how big, you know, just different aspects of artists' careers are, because they actually make more money over those things than record sales for the most part, unless you're selling a lot, or, you know, unless you're Justin Bieber or something like that. So they just want a piece of it. So they get a piece of like your touring or your, like I said, a branding deal or merchandise, your t-shirts and all the things that you collect on your own. So, you know, it's kind of hard now to avoid it. You know, most companies make you sign it, or if you have a great lawyer or manager, or, you know, you can avoid it if you can. Or big artists that have to renegotiate their deals now. A lot of companies are starting to come back and trying to get a piece of it. You know, obviously if you're Beyonce or Jay-Z or whatever, you don't have to do it. It's like, whatever.